I'm Gaz, and this is Let's Quickly Play Warsim, a kingdom management simulator. This is an indie game, still very much in development, and I don't really care to do coverage of games still in development, but I was contacted by the developer and asked to take a look, so I will. We will start out easy, because I'm still new to the game. Easy mode. You are ruler of the great kingdom of Aslona, fighting against the young rebellion of Faradol the Kinslayer, the horde of Feanor the overlord of all bandits, and the several minor bandit gangs who pester your lands. The world is vast and complex. There is much to see and do and little time to waste. From the fabled ancient lands to the blood-soaked arena, these lands call to be united under the flag of Aslona. And we generate here. The world is full of mystery and wonder. There are many people in this world. They are men, marauder hyena folk, berserk sorcerers, purple centaurs, vile ghouls, grand druids, goblins, and demons of the Southern Gate. Okay, so when I first took a look at this game a week ago, we were at 0642. So there have been a few updates just in that past week, one of which I believe is this, which is a huge number of races that are randomly generated every time you play. However, goblins and demons, I believe, are a constant, as well as men, obviously. But the rest of those I don't know so much about. And for some reason, we start out with the ability to attack someone as soon as we enter the gate. We want to... I guess the goal is essentially to basically conquer everyone, but we definitely want to stop the rebellion, who are the #1 enemy, the bandits, both the horde and the factions, and then down there at the bottom, we have a lot of independents, and luckily I'm only at war with one of them. That'll be a lot easier. Every turn, there's a chance you will be raided by X number of whoever you've pissed off, and so having fewer people at war helps out a lot. Up there at the top, you see we've got 5,000 gold, 1,400 men, 10 lands in my domain, which generate income every turn, and then public opinion. I'm not really sure what that does. I've never driven it down to 0. And when I say never, I mean I've played this game once, and I did okay. I actually conquered most everybody, and then the demons started coming. So let's launch no attacks this time. Don't do anything foolish. Ah, shoot. So Goran Pickener, who is my general, says we're being attacked by the rebels. I guess we'll have to watch. Rebel peasants killed, Aslona peasants killed, our defenders defeated the attackers. I only lost 141, the rebels lost 149. I have 141 men remaining. That took half my men. I believe... I mean, even though it says peasants, I think this is militia. There are 141 men in the militia. And then we have the report. So we can kind of see a detailed list of pretty much everything that happened behind the scenes that turn. The Goblin Kingdoms of Krut and Erek break out into intertribe warfare. That might be good, because now that they're fighting each other, they will lower themselves. As far as factions go, the Goblin Kingdoms are probably more powerful than the independent kingdoms. So the rebels attempted to invade. Krut attempted to invade lands of the Second Marsh Ravagers and were unsuccessful. Skull Dead Kingdom raided the lands of the Mystic Arrows. Grill and Fire Ones defeated the Erek in a skirmish, and okay, so there are 3 things in battle here that we can kind of surmise. Invasions are basically like full-on attacks that attempt to take lands from other factions. Raiding is basically just trying to get some loot, and skirmishing, I'm really not sure what the purpose is. Presumably to kind of weaken them a little bit for an invasion, or maybe to test their strength, but we have spy reports. We can look at other kingdoms to see how many they've got. So I don't know how useful skirmishing is, but anyway. So, what do? Well, we now have lost 100 men, and I got some gold, which is nice. What we really need, though, is to make sure that my men are broken up into knights and soldiers, with peasants being the third party that get hired up into the militia. And we do want militia because I'm not really sure how this works. It seems to be that obviously the more soldiers you send out, the less you have in your kingdom, and therefore the computer sees that and they will take the soldiers that you have and the militia that you have and determine whether or not you get raided. At least that's what it seemed to me when I played this a couple versions ago. So, I guess we could look at kingdom reports and just view, not the general report. Let's do the, well, I guess income report. So I'm not making a whole lot, but I am receiving tribute. That's interesting. And peasants are earning me money. So this is another thing. Let's actually go back here and just start looking at the recruiting. So we can actually hire peasants from the militia. We can also sell peasant soldiers and knights around. So we can buy and sell troops, which is kind of interesting, as well as slaves. But as we saw just there, the income is peasant-based. So when we attack somebody, we do have the option of sending each of those 3 types of troops. I don't think you want to sell or send all your peasants and get them slaughtered, because then you kind of screw yourself on the income. Right now, well, we do have a lot. I would like to actually be able to see what I've got on... I got 33 soldiers that came in. That's good. I'm not sure where the that doesn't help. Where the report is that tells me the breakdown of my troops, because I've got men, but that's all my men. I think that's peasants, soldiers, and knights. So it'd be nice to have something where I could see the breakdown and know what I have to hire. We can hire mercenaries. That's an option. We can set them off to skirmish, raid, whatever. I have not had a lot of good luck with them. They tend to get killed, and that doesn't help me. We can do staff. The diplomats that we've got there are useful for, well, obviously diplomacy. Sending them off to the factions. Let's see, where is that one? Arrange diplomacy. So we can go talk to, say, well, the independent territories. We can look at the giant domain of Vicrux and faction relation. They're marauder hyena folk. I'd rather have them on my side. We can do trade and diplomacy and try and get a trade agreement out of them. Nope, we don't have anything there. So, okay, let's back up and let's actually look at leader information. Hostile. Okay, great. What we're hoping for is the blessed tribe of Bonehead? Dumb people. Vile ghouls. Not possible due to the lack of civility and savage nature. Well, we might just have a bunch of people that we're not good off with. Okay, well, dumb leaders are the easiest to dupe into a trade because they listen to their advisors who say, hey, this is good news. Faction Relations 5? Nope. Need to gain his trust. Sending gifts, I guess, works, but not always. He's got a hostile personality. That might have something to do with it. Okay, let's go to the Nocturnal Communes. I want one trade group, which we apparently cannot because they are berserkers. Shit. So the trades are good, obviously, because you get income from them. Everyone else, I think we're kind of screwed. I guess we can take a peek, though, at the bandit horde and see what we're up against. You see the total men and the total lands. As we invade, we will take their lands, deplete their men, and deplete their gold, which prevents them from being able to, obviously, attack you effectively or defend themselves effectively. So anyway, well, let's look at kingdom upgrades and get that started. So basically, we need to really focus on income. I have 6,000 gold. I cannot afford any of these things, except for some palisades. I guess we could buy those. That's a lot of money, though. That's before we do that, actually. There's another aspect of the game, the arena. There's the bank, too. Obviously, you can store some money in there, get some interest and all that. But the arena really seems to be the way you make money, and mostly by betting. So we'll bet on a fight. And we've got Nut the Bone Bearer versus Zortho the Guard Captain. Okay, so these are champions, I guess. They're named characters, which means that they are stronger than, say, peasants, or berserk goblins. So I'm not really sure who I want to bet on. The Bone Bearer, Zortho the Guard Captain. See, I don't know behind the scenes what the names the titles denote, they do have meaning. So the guard captain maybe has better armor. I don't know. Nut may be a better fighter. I don't know. We'll have to find out. But there are... You will see specific types that you will know are stronger than a lot of other fighters. So, for example, Goblin Warlords, or Warlord anything, is usually stronger than most of your unnamed troops. Let's bet on him and only bet a little bit. Zortho won. Okay. Let's see if I can tell anything. No. Well, can't really tell anything. No. Well, let's try it again. Because, oh, good grief. Well, okay, so maybe the updates change this a little bit, and now they're all... Now, see, this is a druid in training, but it's a grand druid in training. Let's bet on Zortho. We'll bet 30, and if he wins again, we'll start betting more money on him. Yay, Zortho wins. Okay, so he's pretty good then. We can host tournaments. We can try to find a champion. I think we can also put the champions in my army, which is something we definitely want to do. We can buy the arena, which I believe means that we can then do some upgrades and set fights and all that and make money that way. I think that's probably better than just doing the betting. But, okay, so here we go. These are just basics. We've got a bandit versus a berserk novice sorcerer. I'm going to assume that the sorcerer is going to win. I'm not going to bet all my money, though. I'll bet 100. It did win. Okay. And we can do this, apparently. Goblin Warlord. I think I will bet all of it. This could be the end of the Let's Play right here. No, Goblin Warlord won, because they are amazing. Warlords are just overpowered in this game. So now we can actually afford... No, we can't. I want the Shrine of the Harvest, because that doubles my income. We could do Nobility Quarters, chance of recruiting a few knights. Knights being the most important aspect of this. Or, well, of my army, I mean. I would like some defensive palisades, though, because we will get raided by the bandits until we wipe them out. So... Okay, we'll buy that. We'll save some money. And I could recruit, or send some of my knights and convert them into recruiters, which I believe means that they help recruit more soldiers per turn. I don't want to do that just yet because I don't know how many I have. We will also spend some money to recruit. So let's recruit, let's see it. So we're looking at 20. Okay, and then maybe a knight? Maybe 2 knights? Let's offer 2 knights, okay. And then we could get some more peasants. There are also laws. Let's look at those. Recruitment and training policies. Okay, so if we cease peasant training, that keeps peasants there. Banning local militia, I believe, means that we also stop the militia taking peasants. I don't think I necessarily want to do any of that just yet. Let's see, I don't want to put any taxes on. I mean, I could, but I don't really see a reason to do that just yet. Although a banking tax, seeing as how I'm not banking, I could put a tax on that. But I think that might also have an impact on the bank itself. We can go to the bank. And there we go. So you can actually kind of inspect this and see it's got 300 guards. So it'd be hard to raid it, but I don't know if that affects deposits, putting a tax on it and all that. It does affect public opinion. Other buildings, we haven't built these yet, so that's no good to me. And we can, once per turn, explore the realm. So let's go looking at the northern lands, and there is something we can find. The near north is a cold place, though mild compared to the rest of it. The near north is littered with forts and places of violence, such as the Brawler's Pits and the Thick Blood Tavern. Brawler's Pits are things that we can buy and basically run like arenas. They're a good way of making money, apparently. I hadn't really tried those, but that's what I read on the subreddit. Anyway, we found nothing. Great. Okay, so back up, and I guess we'll end the turn and hope for the best. Now here's a chance. Ooh, you know what? Shoot. So we can't actually go through the diplomacy screen and check out those bandits. I do want to do that the next time around because I want to see who's weak. But I guess we can send... See, I don't think we have enough men to really do this. Why don't we attack the Second Marsh Ravagers? I mean, none of those names sound good. Or the Mythic Dust Arrows. We did see something with that, right? They got attacked before, so maybe they're weak now. Why don't we just skirmish? We'll go see what they've got. We'll send, oh, say 300. We can send, oh, we've got 500 soldiers. Fantastic. Why don't we send 250? And we'll send, say, 10 knights. Okay, I only lost one. Skirmish was a success. I'm not really sure what that did for me, but we killed a lot of bandits. Okay, and no one decided to raid me, and I think that's because I left half my knights behind, as well as having the palisades. So the rebels have 3 new soldiers. Bandits have enlisted more and have 5 new warlords. That's not so great. The Krut and the Erek. Those are the ones we want to watch, because those are the goblins, those are strong, and those are a pain in the butt. Let's see. Boneheads attempted to invade the lands of the Nocturnal Nation and were unsuccessful. Jarek the Rich defeated Rarik of the Deadlands in the arena. Okay. We do eventually want to get some champions on board, because they are immensely useful. But, oh shoot, I didn't look at the report there. Income report. What did I... That's not it. How about the general report? There we go. Okay, so paying wages, received 1,100 gold in tribute. That tribute alone is making me the money. So I spent a lot of money, but that tribute is what's really helping me out. So, as far as relations go, can we actually see those guys? I need a better diplomat. So let's actually go maybe look at the staff. I guess Old Kroll is not good enough. We can train him to improve his relations, or we can try to find a new one. Might be... So what is this? That probably doesn't help me at all. Now see, the thing is, 75 gold is a lot cheaper than it would be to pay for a new guy, but we might get a really good new guy. So why don't we try firing Old Kroll here, and we will get myself a new one. Zortho the Royal, 411. Sir Fenar the Shiny Lord, and Hutter the Noble. Okay, so, well, Sir Fenar is definitely the best. He's the cheapest and has the highest skill. So, for 162, I think that's a bargain. Okay. Oh, wait. I have to actually hire them. Okay. So, one thing else we can do is get a Spy Master while I'm here. Pretty good skills. Let's get Samwell the Wind King. Now that might be a little bit... Hold on a minute. Now that's much better than... I mean, yeah. This is the best choice, so... This might be a little bit too costly for me early on. Oh, okay. No, that's not you. Champions. Right, okay. Champions are too expensive right now. Let's see. We should probably visit the arena and just try and make some money. Marauder Hyena versus a Purple Centaur. I have no idea. Let's vote on the Centaur and 20. Yay! Okay. Splint Birch, the once famed, versus a Goblin Warlord. Now this, you would think that the named character is probably going to win. Not always the case. That is a Goblin Warlord. I mean, this guy is only once famed, so let's not put too much money on him. Oh, he won. Good. Oh, once again. Well, since he's up against the same guy, let's bet it all. Now this could be, the random number generation could kill me on this one, but we'll find out. Yay! And we got some money. Excellent. Let's do it again. Goblin Berserker versus a Berserk Novice Sorcerer. Now, he's a sorcerer, so he's squishy, but he is possibly powerful. We'll still put money on the Goblin Berserker. Okay, that was a wrong choice. Oh, Goblin Warlord. Well, easy peasy. Goblin Warlord wins. Bunch of money. Okay, I think we can exit out of there. And let's look at hiring some knights. I've got 12. Actually, no. Let's get an upgrade so we get free knights all the time. So, got that nobility quarters. We'll get 1 to 5. Well, we've got a chance of 1 to 5 knights. Perhaps a training ground would also be good. We should save up for that harvest, that shrine harvest. Obviously, the more we get, the more knights we get and more soldiers, that's more expense every turn. And we don't really have the lands. So, I mean, there's a tipping point when you've got to start invading to get more lands. In fact, right now we might be able to do it. 10 knights and 500 soldiers. Let's actually go back. Actually, hold on a minute. 17. Let's do 2 recruiters. Okay. So, we'll also come in here. We'll get some soldiers. 20 more? We can do a lot more than that. 30 more? Okay. I do kind of just want to milk this. I feel like the arena is a little bit broken in the fact that you can just keep doing it. Yarick the Free versus Boxy the Intoxicated. The Drunken Warriors might... I don't know how nuanced the fights are. I don't know if Intoxication... I mean, in a role-playing sense, would actually give this guy immunity to pain and make him fucking berserk and crazy. You know, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. But not too much. Yarick the Free won. Of course he did, because he was fighting a drunk. Yarick the Free versus a Berserk Sorcerer? We'll put on 50. Okay, Yarick is apparently a good guy there. Marauder Hyena Man versus Mog the Dusty King. I think we can bet on the king. Oh, damn it. I wasn't paying attention to that. The arena actually has a set amount of money in it, and unfortunately, if you bet more money than the arena has, you just don't get a bet. So, unfortunately, I would have won some money there. Let's try that again. So we can go up to the full amount. I'm sure that will replenish. Okay, so we got 12. Okay, let's call that good. Let's do another turn. And, well, I guess we can keep going after those dusk arrows. Oh shit, I forgot to look at them. Okay, we'll keep going after the dusk arrows. Let's do a raid. And peasants, we'll send 200 peasants this time because we've got more soldiers. So let's do like 400 soldiers. And we'll send all my knights. Oh, well, okay, so that's another thing I didn't pay attention to there. Up there at the top, and maybe I can scroll back to it. Okay, there we go. We actually see the battle score between myself and the enemy. My battle score is incredible. So, given that, I think I could probably... I mean, they've got 72 fighters versus my 600, and I just killed how... Whoa. I just killed how many? 72. So, we probably just wiped them out, as a matter of fact. As a faction, too bad, because I don't believe I get my land, or their lands for that. We did, however, get 64 gold. Let's see. Oh, no, they're still alive. The mythic dusk arrows destroyed the Skull Dead Kingdom of Pazad. That is not good. I believe they were a neutral faction. We'll find out in a minute. Okay, total gold up there at the top is, sorry, gotta keep bringing the mouse on screen there. We've spent more than we've made. Obviously, not good. So, we definitely need to get some more lands and or try getting that harvest upgrade. So, let's go into the diplomacies here. Independent factions. Yes, the Skull Kingdom of Pazad is defeated. They are no more. Fortunately for me, that was the one that was at war with me, so that worked out okay. You know, I just do not know Right, so we can't do any diplomatic action with those guys. Or with the boneheads, was it? Vile ghouls? Yeah. So that, yeah. So we were looking at the Murky Nocturnals, which are my best bet with that faction. Gift? I don't think I want to give him a gift right now, but we can. He accepts your gifts, but does not thank you. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how we gain this guy's trust, to be honest. Let's go out. And now we've got to make up for the money that I just spent. But before we do that, let's go look at the minor bandit groups. The Dusk Arrows. They've got 169 men and 5 lands. So, I think, let's have a look at the other guys. 243, 134, 73. Ah, shit. We should be taking them out because they're about to lose. They've got 2 lands left, so chances are the computer will take them. Yeah, we don't want to... the Ravagers have no gold. They're not worth raiding. So I think we'll be taking the Lost Vigil, because we can take a land from them, and the computer will probably take the other land, and as a faction they will be completely wiped out. Before we do that, we're heading to the arena. Infamous Berserk Novice Sorcerer. He is infamous, Berserk, and a magic user. I'm putting money on him. And maybe not him. I like to keep it low. Okay, good. I'm a pessimist. What can I say? Okay, now this is a... I don't know which of those adjectives is the most important. Blessed bandit or an infamous bandit? We'll go with infamous. Although blessed probably means he's got higher defense and will probably win. No, the infamous one. Maul the Unholy. Should we bet it all? We'll bet it all. Fuck. The Marauder Hyena man just killed everything. Okay, I have no money. Time to go and take some lands, because we are going to need everything we can. We will invade, and we'll send 200 peasants. We'll send 500 soldiers and 10 knights. And I took a land from them. Lost nobody. Good. Bandits defeated the Nocturnal Communes of Feanor in a skirmish. Fine, as long as they aren't dead. We did make a little bit of gold that time. Only a little bit. Darkness. Whoa, hold on a minute. Following a meeting between several kingdoms, Giant Domain of Vix, Blessed Tribe of Bonehead, have formed the League of Darkness, a faction dedicated to eradicating good from the world. The League is led by a Blessed Tribe of Bonehead. Oh. Shit. Feanor calls a gathering of bandits. All the bandit groups in the land meet and discuss peace among the bandits. We might have some problems. Might have a few things going wrong here. Let's explore the realm. Eastern Grasslands, which apparently are the Farad Desert. Did I not say 2? I thought I said 2. The Farad Desert is a very warm place, suited... Knights, avoid this place as best as possible. The desert is filled with magic and mystery, and holds within it the great artifact market. So, maybe we'll find that? I don't know. We found nothing. Damn it. So, I mean, there are things we can find, including forts that we can capture, and I'm not really sure what the benefit of doing that is, but we can capture them. We need to make up for the severe lack of money. Purple Centaur versus a soldier. That I don't know about. Soldier 1. Okay. Bandit Warlord. All my monies. Yeah. Always bet on the Warlords. A Berserk, Novice Sorcerer, versus a Cursed Goblin Berserker. Sorcerers. Sorcerers are the ones. Let's do a full 100 on this one. Yeah. Yeah, those novice sorcerers. A grand druid in training versus just a humble knight. We'll try this. Knight 1, because the other guy was made of paper. Goblin Warlord! Alright, so we got a little bit of money now. We'll do one more. A homeless, vile ghoul versus a mere peasant. I'm such a pessimist. The peasant won! Bandit Warlord versus Guitar the Helm. Guitar 1, okay. Katara the Helm versus a warrior knight. Now, I don't know what that signifies. It signifies that I lost. We're going raiding again. Okay. Whoop. And on that note, always save your game, because you never know when the game is going to crash. That's okay. It's still in development. That's fine. So yeah, the game is kind of interesting. I feel that there's a lot to it that is not yet fully implemented, or at least fully necessary to play the game. During my first test run of this game, it seemed like all you really needed to do was play the arena enough, or well enough, I guess, to make sure you've got enough money in the bank to sustain the war machine as you go a-conquering. The ability to go explore and all that adds a little bit to the game that I don't think is fully explored, if you'll excuse the pun. Because as you explore, you do find things that, I don't know, they just seem sort of secondary. Like I said, I don't know what the forts do for you. I mean, maybe they add defensive capabilities to you from raids or whatever. I definitely know that the fighting pits do sort of act as a source of income, but again, it seems sort of as a distraction if that's what you're doing with it. However, if the game does sort of implement that business model, I think that would be kind of an interesting direction to go to, because right now it's pretty simplistic that you're essentially, as I said, just maintaining enough income to support the war machine and then slamming yourself against the enemies. I don't know, maybe sending your champions off on quests would make that aspect, the exploration aspect, a little more interesting. That might already be in the game and I don't know about it because I haven't gotten that far. Just a thought. Anyway, so that's the end of Let's Quickly Play. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next Let's Play.